welcome to Wolf Daddy's Kitchen, and please forgive the mess behind me. Wolf Daddy's Kitchen is under construction, but nonetheless, I gotta eat, my dogs gotta eat, and I got to thinking today it's kind of been a snowy day, very reminiscent of the day that I lost one of my best friends, Raven. But I got to thinking about him today, just gets close to Easter time, and that's he died Easter Sunday. And it was a snowy day, but I got to thinking about him and just how finicky he was when we first got him, and when we first got this beautiful black, just like midnight black, fiery yellow-eyed wolf. He was just this incredible person, though he wouldn't eat any of the food that we had at the wolf sanctuary at the time. Now, way back then, in the late 90s, we just fed kibble, just really kind of the crappiest food ever. But Raven refused to eat kibble. We discovered very quickly that the only thing that he would eat was raw ground beef. Well, there's not enough nutrition in raw ground beef to sustain anyone for very long. So, and the poor guy was emaciated and getting skinnier by the day. So I got to put my brain to work, and I thought, well, maybe if I could find a meal that he could eat, maybe if I cooked him something. And sure enough, I cooked him a couple meals, and quickly discovered that one of his favorite meals, and the very first meal that I actually cooked for him, I now dubbed Raven's Stew. So today I want to show you Raven's Stew. Now we'll be making it together. Just want to tell you what you're going to need to have in order to make Raven's Stew. You're going to need about a 2-gallon pot, with a lid preferably. You're going to need a good knife, a spoon, a ladle, cutting board, measuring spoons, a measuring cup. So these are the goodies you're going to need to get started, besides the ingredients, which we'll get started on right away. Okay, I've got 2 pounds of stew meat right here, and it's going to go directly into the pot. Next, I've chopped up about 2 cups of sweet potato, and that's going to go into the pot. Now I'm also going to cut up some carrots, get them into a little bit smaller pieces. And I need about 1 full cup worth. And we'll pour those carrots right in there. Now I've got 3 cups of chopped kale. Gonna put that right in the pot. There's 1 cup. And there's the other one. Okay. Alright, what's next? So we've got our stew meat, we've got our kale in there, we've got our carrots and our sweet potato. Now we're going to put in 3 cups of rice. Here's my first 2 cups. And my 3rd cup. Now you just want to get your hands in there and just mix it all up real good. But before we do that, we're going to put in some turmeric, some black pepper, and a little bit of salt. So I'm just going to put in there what would equal about a tablespoon. Alright, and then for the salt, we're going to do just about a teaspoon of salt. You know, you don't got to get like measuring perfect about some of these things, but we want to make sure you're using the good pink Himalayan salt, the good stuff. Now we're going to put in just about a half a teaspoon of pepper. And then one last thing, I'm going to go get some bone meal. Be right back. Get some bone meal. We're going to put that in there as well. So if your dogs don't get enough raw bones to chew on, then they may not be getting enough bone meal actually, or calcium actually in their diet. So I use a human grade bone meal. I'm going to put in 1 tablespoon, and it's going to be a heaping tablespoon. Now let's just get in there with our hands and mix it all up. Just want to get the meat and all the veggies and all the rice mixed up there really good. So next I'm going to add about 3 quarts of water and kick on the heat. Okay, so now what's next? What's next is we're going to let this get to a boil. And when it gets to a boil for about a solid 5 minutes, then I'm going to shut off the heat, put the lid on, and let it cool off. You want to make sure you stir it every little bit to get it mixed up good. This is boiling now. It's been boiling for about 5 minutes, so I am going to shut it off. I'm going to put the lid on and wait for, I don't know, about 45 minutes or so. Touch it, make sure it's cool enough to put my hands in, and then I'm going to add the ground beef. So So after the first time that I fed Raven this particular meal, of course I wouldn't feed it to him hot. It would always be cooled off. Sometimes I'd just get making it and I'd have to put it in the fridge a little bit, let it cool off so he could eat it. But other times I would simply freeze it into a brick and give it to him frozen. He didn't mind that a bit. As a matter of fact, I have a fun video for you to watch right now called Raven's Refrigerator. So see what he did with his frozen loaf and then what happened after he did that. Check out this video while this stuff cooks right here. I'm in with Raven and Cheyenne. Raven's very frisky today. He's talking about something, and he's talking about his refrigerator. This is Raven's refrigerator. He doesn't even want me to show you, but inside... Oh, get away from my refrigerator. That's my refrigerator. And inside his refrigerator is his loaf from Sunday. You get away from my stuff. Oh, so he stashed it in this hole under this tree here, and that's where he's buried his goods, and no one's allowed to go there, because if I go over there, if I get next to his refrigerator, don't go by my fridge. I just want to peek. I just want to peek at your fridge. I swear I won't take nothing out of it. I swear I won't take a thing. Just let me see what's in there. Please? It's just, I just opened the refrigerator door just for a second, just to take a pic. You know the saying, take a picture lasts longer? I'm just going to take a picture of your fridge. There, that's all that's all it is. I'm not going in. Yeah, you know I'm not. You know I'm not going in there, you noisy bugger. So, that's Raven's fridge. Okay, I'm leaving it alone. I'm leaving it alone. I am. Let me just get to my tool. I gotta go pick up poo now. I gotta leave my... who peed on my shovel? Alright, let me... Cheyenne got close.
Taking out Raven's refrigerator or something?
Yeah, he's got a loaf in there. He's a little bit sensitive about it. He's a little sensitive. Get away from Raven's refrigerator. Cheyenne's trying to sneak into the fridge. Oh, Cheyenne's going for it. He's like, don't you dare. Get it, Cheyenne. Go get his stuff, Cheyenne. Go get, no, not me. Oh, get off. Been talking about Raven's refrigerator. Well, Raven and I went to an educational program yesterday, and someone, we won't say who, Cheyenne, broke into his refrigerator and stole all of his food. However, left the blue ball, but took all of his food out of there and then put some dirt back in. So Cheyenne, sneaky Cheyenne, broke into Raven's refrigerator and stole all of his food. Stole all the food, didn't you? Oh yeah. Oh. How are you doing, big guy? This is the most dainty eater on the planet here when it comes to canines. Nobody's as dainty as this guy. Yeah. Eat your food. All the good stuff's in it. He's an old man now. He'll be 13 in another, gosh, month. A little less than a month. Those wolves on average live to be 6 to 9 years old in the wild. And he's 13 almost, so Raven's an old boy. But I sure love this guy. It's going to be sad to see him go. Well, it looks like your fridge is empty. Nothing in there but the blue ball. Oh, maybe he's got a new one. Look at him limp. Poor old man. Aha! He has made a new refrigerator
And it appears that there's some competition called Cheyenne. Oh, come here. Let's go check it out. Let's go check it out, Cheyenne. Let's go see what Raven's got. What she got? Does Raven have something? Oh, he has built a new refrigerator under the ground wire, which really sucks, dude. Now I have to bury that ground wire. Why don't you let Cheyenne have? Here, let's go eat. Let's go eat. Let's see what's in there. Oh, sheesh. Come here, let me see what you got here. Oh. What you got in there? Oh, you licked it. She licked the camera. She licked it. Oh. Is there something in there? I don't see anything really. Oh, I see. It's really pretty good buried. You did a good job. There's a chunk of ice in there too. Nice that you keep it cool. That's how refrigerators are supposed to be. It's more like a cooler. Huh. Get it, Cheyenne. Get it. Oh, get it, Shy. Get it, Shy. Wait, what is it, Cheyenne? Get it. Oh, we're cheesing you. We know it's your breakfast. It's your food.
Hey, so I hope you had a good time watching that old video of Raven's refrigerator many, many years ago. But I just thought it was fun to share it with you and also kind of get you to meet the personality of Raven, who did, in fact, inspire me to create this recipe, which was the first meal that I prepared for Raven way back when. Cooking for Raven really just kind of kick-started me cooking a lot more meals for my dogs, as well as any of the other rescues I might have at the sanctuary. But I can tell you that Raven, out of so many of the wolves that I have rescued over the years, he was so incredibly special and traveled all over with me, met hundreds of thousands, if not 1 million people in his time with me. I would often say that Raven had been touched by 1 million hands on his body. People petting him throughout his whole career of just really being a teacher's aide, me being the teacher, me being the voice of Raven the Wolf. Okay, well now Raven's stew, it has cooled off enough for me to don the latex gloves. My dogs are pacing back and forth. They think they're going to get some of this tonight. They're not. This is for tomorrow. I already made them their food for tonight. So I've donned the rubber gloves, and now it's time to add the ground beef. Now, before I add the ground beef, I just want you to take a look in the pot and see that it really filled the pot. But hopefully I'll get in at least 4 pounds, and that would be good. So let's get started with putting ground beef in. And here we go. You probably hear in the background, besides my dogs moving around, I've got the clothes dryer on. And so you hear the clankety clank of the clothes dryer. I'm going to mix this up. You want to just smush your hands in there and just really grind it in and mix it really well. As I add the cooler ground beef, definitely helps cool it off down there. So just mush it up really good. Really, really good. Hey, there you have it. There you have it. I have mixed it all in really super good, and this is what it looks like when it's completely mixed up. It looks mostly like ground beef. You can barely see the carrots and the kale. You see a little bit of green. But this is a really delicious and nutritious meal for our kids. My kids think they're going to get some of this tonight. No, they have to wait till tomorrow. Now, another thing I love to do with this, and all it does is sort of add to the flavor and the scent of it, is make little meatballs and fry them up in some butter. It's just for like a little tasty treat. Get them browned on the outside and then just put them in the fridge, and then as a treat you can give them to your pups. So we'll also talk about little pupperonis and puppy meatballs in another video. Okay, all done. I just want to thank you for joining me with this video. I hope that you are making that Raven stew and that your dogs are going to crazy enjoy this. So all I can say once again is thank you for joining me, and be sure to go to my YouTube channel, Wolf Daddy's Kitchen, subscribe, and get a whole bunch of other great fun recipes. And as I remodel this messy kitchen and get a little bit more organized, I'll be pumping out more videos in the very, very near future. I just got to get this kitchen done. But in the meantime, I've got to eat, puppy's got to eat, and let's feed our dogs the most awesome food that we could possibly feed them at a good low budget that we can all afford, and they absolutely love, and keeps them healthy and living long. So thank you from Wolf Daddy, and we'll see you next time.